What's good, guys? Welcome to a new video. Hope you guys are doing well and enjoying the series so far. Probably looking at the simplest and quickest video through the series today with Mixed In Key Studio Edition. I really would just want to throw this up on the channel for anyone that may not know about this plugin or never heard of it, or I'm really hoping people that haven't heard of this really helps them out today, because it's something that speeds up workflow. It obviously finds the key of samples. It can help if you're a person doing mashups, and if you're a DJ outside of a producer. This is a great plugin to have. Let's jump right into it, guys. I'm just working on a hip-hop record, and yes, for those of you who don't know, I do work on hip-hop occasionally, and it's great for me to find samples and stuff that I'm working on. If I'm working with loops or certain samples from a pack, and maybe I'm trying to find my general root key, and if I'm not trained musically that I can quickly identify something, or maybe a sample is very complicated and I can't grab the key, usually this plugin will help you get to what you want to know about much quicker than trying to study everything. And there's different ways of going about finding samples and keys, but this plugin speeds everything up. So let me just play this song real quick I'm working on. Okay, so we have our main sample right here. Now you guys can put this plugin on individual channels, is why I love the Studio Edition, or you can throw it on the master channel and find the entire key of your record, which is something you always want to know. But if you're producing and you're like, hey, I think I'm in D minor, I think I'm in F minor, whatever you're doing, if you're questioning that, and trust me, I know myself, I've been through it when I can't identify something, I'm looking at MIDI, and if I'm not classically trained, it sometimes is hard to understand what key you're in, and this plugin will help you solve that. So just throwing it on this sample for example right here, let's just load up Studio Edition. It immediately is going to tell me if I want to do it in the root, which is just the keys, or if I want to do it in notes, which is going to find whatever notes are hitting within that scale. So we can do flat, sharp, or Camelot. Camelot is the one that's going to give you 4A, 6A. If you do stuff like that, there's a lot of DJs that work in that mode. I'm going to keep it in flat. And right when I play this sample, it's going to take a moment, it's going to fire it up, and it's going to tell us the key. And it's giving about a 90% on F minor. I already know this song is in F minor, so that 90% is basically 100%. What I like looking at sometimes is the key, just to get the root of the record, which in this point, it's going to just have F. And you can pause it if you want to look at the notes, if you guys want to pause it while it's still playing, so you can kind of look at what keys it's hitting. There's that mode, and then again the sharp mode if you want to put in that, or the Camelot. And in this example, it's 4A, which is F minor. I personally work a lot in the flat mode, and then let's say I'm in a sample pack and I'm looking for more samples that'll fit 4A, F minor. You can throw this on to find those samples. Most of the time, a lot of these sample packs are all labeled for us, BPM, it's all good and helps us out, but sometimes they're not. So say I drop in another sample, let's go down to this one here, and let's say that sample was just unmarked. I have no idea what key it was in. I quickly fire this up. And it's getting above 70% here and there for F minor. I know for a fact this is in F minor, so that 70% is definitely 100. So it's the quickest way to get to what you're looking for samples and keys. Outside of the master channel, I use this a lot of times when I'm going through certain samples. I use Ableton rewired to Logic, as you guys may have seen. So sometimes when I'm going through my samples and they're not labeled, I'll have this on the Ableton channel strip. For example, I'll have that right over here. You guys can see this channel is bringing Ableton into Logic. I'll just fire this plugin up here. So when I'm going through my samples that are not labeled correctly, when this sparks F minor, I know I can use that sample, or maybe that's a sample I was looking for that could work with the record. It's a very easy workflow, and I know this video isn't too game changing and, you know, scientific or something like that. It's really quite simple today because I just want to see if there's any producers not working with this technology that we have, because years ago we didn't have anything like this. Like I said, on top of, if you want to go off the master channel, you can throw it on here, and just playing your record, it's going to give you the key for the record. And the whole record's in F minor. Aside from that, guys, if you don't have the studio edition, I also have the just mixed in key 8. This is the one you'll see a lot of DJs working with for their mashups and getting their collection of records together that'll all be labeled. For this example, here it is dropped in. It gives you the 4A because it works with the Camelot wheel here. That's going to be F minor. It gives you energy, cue points, all that stuff, your tempo. So really cool to have this standalone on top of the one that's in the session here. I like having both, you know, specifically when I'm working and producing. This one is so huge. It saves time. It helps me find samples. Maybe I'm tired and can't identify a certain key of something one night. I'll throw this on and it'll give me the results I need. So definitely test it out, guys. For those of you who are already using it, I'm sure you love it. But those that haven't tried it out, hopefully today this opens your eyes to give it a shot. That's Mixed in Key Studio Edition, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care.